They saw a blind man, he was tapping along, losing his way as he pressed through the throng. Tears filled my eyes. I said, "Friend, you can't see." With a smile on his face, he replied to me, "I'll see you, my friend, in Hallelujah Square." What a wonderful time we will have up there. We'll sing and praise Jesus, His glory to share. And you'll not see one blind man in Hallelujah Square. And I saw a cripple, he was dragging his feet. He could not walk like we do down the street. I said, "My friend, I feel sorry for you." But he said, "Up in heaven, and I want to be there. I want to go where they are, and I'll see you, my friend, in Hallelujah Square." What a wonderful time we will have up there. We'll sing and praise Jesus, His glory to share. And you'll not see one crippled in Hallelujah Square. I saw a poor man, he was gasping for bread. Soon he'd be gone, his eyes closed in death. He looked at me, he said, "Don't you be blue. I'm going up to heaven. How about you? And I'll see all my friend in Hallelujah Square." What a wonderful time we're gonna have over there. We'll sing it, boys, we'll praise Jesus, His glory to share. And we'll all live forever in Hallelujah Square. We'll sing and we'll praise Jesus, His glory to share. And we'll all live together in Hallelujah Square. Everybody, we'll see all our friends in Hallelujah Square. What a wonderful time we're gonna have over there. We'll sing and praise Jesus, His glory to share. elsewhere. I'm satisfied if we just went ahead and said and called this mission for what we felt. I feel like that heaven has blessed our souls today. And I don't know about you, but if you've never been amongst Old Baptist people and you sat and you listen to these names that was named off and all the memories, there's a reason that Old Baptists still meet and practice and read names. And I like the part of the flowers being given out. I've seen that done many different ways in churches, but you know, it all ended up being for the same reason, to remember someone that connected you, not just in family, Brother Bruce, but through the Lord. And you know, I really got touched when Brother Billy was talking about a pocket knife that a brother had given him, and how he told them that you'll never know that man, but he was a good preacher. I have several things that over the years that brethren has given me and sisters that to most people they wouldn't mean much at all. They wouldn't mean nothing to them if they didn't know. But to me, they're more precious than silver or gold because of the connection that we had in the Lord. You see, and that's a precious memory, and that's a memorial meeting. Your grandfather, I believe it was, you said Brother Bill was your grandfather, McGuire, there. He was very precious and good to us young brethren when we were coming up. And he had a gift about him that was genuine. It wasn't something that you had to wonder about. It was something that you could feel. And, you know, whether it be a pocket knife, whether it be a rock, whether it be this rose that you got here today, it's something to remember those in life that's passed on. And somebody said, well, is that foolish today? You know, that started a long time ago before we ever came along, right here in this book. There were some, they didn't have such things as silver or gold, Sister Ethel, but they had something that they looked at and they liked that was there. And to most people in the Bible even portrays to them as being stones. But then stones was precious to them, Sister Kia, and they began to lay them up. And one of them said there, and I believe it might have been, you brother can help me, was it Joseph maybe that said, let's lay these stones up right here. And he began to pile them up one by one. But when they got done, there was a pile there. And when he got done, the ones that was around began to wonder, what are you doing this for? And he said, we're piling up these stones. That way when our loved ones come by, they'll see these in memory, in a memorial for us, that we once came by here today. You know, today we do it a little different. We put monuments up. I look out here and I see Watts, I see Yeomans, I see all these names, Crosley, that's here today and been called all. Their stones is out here. Somebody said, well, is that like the stones there? A lot different, but the same meaning, you see. The same meaning. What does that mean? That way when your family passes by in time, they'll see them stones. They'll remember those names. And they'll remember why did they choose to be planted right here on the grounds of the Southern Home Church. I have a feeling right now that no doubt some of them had said, I want to be buried there because it's where I went to church at and it was my life. And that way people know that where I've gone and where I'm resting at. You see, friend, it don't mean much to people that don't have the Lord in their life. But you talk about royal blood. You talk about peculiar people God's children is, and they are a holy family. Listen, there are peculiar people today. I began to ask Brother Williams, a girlfriend coming back last night. I said, what kind of a church have you ever went to if you went? And she said Baptist. And I said, well, I guess we're not too much different than what you used to. And she said, no. And I said, how do you like old regular Baptist? And she said she did. You see, friend, I want to tell you something today. It's not that name today. I'll tell you what it is. It's the Spirit and the feeling and the love that's shown when we join together. That's what it's all about today. Listen, today, how do you draw people? He said, by my love and kindness. Brother, no, I won't take long. I know it's getting late in the day. Listen, but he said, by my love and kindness have I drawn thee. Listen, today, in that love and that kindness, what is it all about? I thought a house to Colleen is up there in Georgia. Listen, and Brother Billy began to pray for a way to be here today. Listen, and how Mom stayed back to work so you could come. That's a love and that's a kindness. That's a precious memory that you'll never forget in life. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. We have good memories of our good brethren. Listen, and I just want to take a minute, listen, to expound on one of my most favorite ones. Listen, about a time or two last before when we were here, Brother JT went over to his home and began to wash his feet there. A lot of the young brethren had never saw that done in a home meeting. Oh, friend, listen today. I want you to know that we had a good meeting here that day. Listen, but it wasn't nothing like for my soul getting down to his feet and washing his feet. And Sister Irma, listen, really not understanding. You remember that day, Snore. Listen, but when we began to sing, when we began to preach, oh, friend, the tears began to come from her eyes. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. Listen, I believe to the children of God, Brother Tommy, when you come down to die, right before you might lose your mind. You may forget everything you've ever known, but oh, when Jesus calls your name, you know it in the morning. Listen, and you remember what He done for you, and you shout, glory, glory, glory to the King. Why? Because He's our all in all. He's our bread when I'm hungry. He's my shelter in time of storm. Listen, Brother McGuire, when you told me, and you know, even as I came up here and sat down, I began to remember even more when you messaged me back a long time ago, living up here in Gainesville. Wanted to know, was there an old Baptist church in this area, Brother Billy? Listen, today, I'm glad God connected us in that message, and here you are today. Listen, God will take care of His people. Don't you ever worry about it. Oh, today, listen, He'll walk with you in a bad time. He'll walk with you in a good time. And when you don't think that He's around, children, that's when He'll have you gathered up in the palm of His hand, holding Him. Listen, Brother William, I remember when he first started dating this young girl, you was worried about how her parents would feel about you again. Listen, I want to tell you, son, listen, I don't know if they like me or not. Listen, and it tickled my soul. Listen, your mother and your father came here a while back, and now today Dad's back with you. Oh, you see, God will take care of His children, whether it be, listen, in a desert storm, He'll see you through it. Whether it be in a barren land, He'll see you through it. So then, what do you want to say it for, Jason, in a memorial meeting? Listen, I feel good, but we're going to get a song. You, brother, get a song ready. I get worried about the time. And listen, today, but why are you saying this in a memorial meeting? I want to show you today how every name was read off here connects through Jesus Christ to cause this to be. And listen, that's why people got out and come here this morning. That's why I saw Sister Ethel, tears fall from her eyes when family members was mentioned. Listen, that's why a son that's been gone a long time, it caused you to stop and think and cry. Why today? That connection in Jesus, there's no no connection like it. It's one today that will comfort you. Somebody said, how does a death comfort someone? Listen, it's a different type of death. There's power in Jesus crying and His children today. And when memories begin to roll around, what does it do for you, Brother Tommy? It boosts you at a faint time. There's still joy ahead until there is still a big